Okay, let's see. Okay, we got it started and we're recording. Hi everyone. So let me start with this. Let me do that. All right. So hi everyone. Welcome to Color Code Your World. This is a great event for you to get organized, especially since we're getting towards the crunch time with midterms and all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to start with the first poll question. Let me pull it up for you. All right, so when you were in elementary school, middle school, or high school, did you have different color folders or journals or notebooks for each class? So for example, blue would be for math, green would be for science, yellow would be for history. Give it a couple more seconds for everyone to answer. All right, so that's awesome. Everyone pretty much did that when they were younger. So you were already doing color coding. You were already getting organized and started doing that to prepare yourself for organization. So just to introduce myself, my name is Janine Ortiz. I'm a graduate student and I'm a graduate assistant for Campus Life. I am majoring in higher education administration and I graduated from Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. Rain on Monarchs. So where do we begin? So I know organization is a lot and it could take a lot of time. So pretty much what we're going to break down is we're going to start off with our class calendar, then we'll do assignment sheets, we'll talk about bills and adulting, paper and handheld organizers, extra resources, and closing with questions and thank yous. So next, let's plug it in. So I'm going to share with you my calendar and how that looks like. So as you see here is my calendar, have my office hours, and I have my classes. So take the time now and plug in your classes. Here I have my intro class, my college student theory class, my history of higher ed class, and so far those are the only three I have, but a lot of you probably have a lot more. So put that all in. And the next thing we're going to do is assignments or assignment sheet. So this is where it started for my inspiration for this presentation. So the video that I'm about to play might sound a little quiet, so just bear with me. We will send it at the end of this presentation so that y'all are able to see it and rewatch it. So here it is.
One of the most important skills for a college student is organization and time management. One way I stay organized is by creating a due date master list with all of my classes' due dates for every assignment. And today I'm going to show you how to make one of your own. First up, open up a Google Sheet. Next up is create the headers. I like due date, class name, assignment type, assignment name, and completed. These are the ones I like, but totally customizable. Now go through each syllabus and write down every assignment you have in no particular order. It does not have to be in order of dates. Once you have every assignment on here, you'll see that they're not in order of date, which is what we're going to fix next. What you're going to do now is highlight every box that you're using, right click, and then you're going to go to sort range, and then you're going to want to sort by column A. This sorts it by dates. And now they're all in order by dates. I also like to add a color key to help me stay organized.
So pretty much here is the breakdown of what the video said. You can use Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. I like Google Sheets because I have a lot of friends who kind of need help on the organization department. So I usually share my sheets with them so that they're able to get themselves started with organization or just use mine as a cheat sheet, which is fine. So we're going to start with one class at a time and put down all the assignments for that class. You can pull up the syllabus and it should have like a calendar or a list of all the assignments and the due dates. Sort the type of assignments. So there will be quizzes, whether it be presentation, readings. Make sure you put your readings there as well. It is so important. Don't go without reading your textbook, y'all. And you can color code by class instead of assignments if that is what you choose to do. And once you put your colors in, you can put in order of the date. So let's do it together. I'm going to show you my assignment sheet.
Going on right now.
So here it is, all of my assignments so far for the semester of fall 2020. And here is my key for the color coding. So my reflections are red, my papers and case studies are blue, readings are yellow, quizzes are green, discussion blog, orange, I almost forgot what color that was, presentations are purple, and the tests are a darker blue. Now, all of that can be different colors of your choice. It does not have to be specifically this. So, now
So
you
is it
can,
like, sorry to interrupt you, but is it like that for each like class we have a different color for the class, and then for every class we have the same color code for assignments?
so you can definitely do it your own. So right here you see it says intro, and you can make all of your, let's say, science class. You can make all of your science classes to be green, if that is what you choose. Or you can do the assignment types, like this one, discussion blog, is orange. And we're going to do an example together on this sheet so that we can also walk that through. Does that answer your question?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think once we do it together, it might answer your question. So anyone, it could put it on the chat or you can say it out loud. Give me 3 topics that you're probably taking in class this semester. History. Okay, let's write that down. 2 more. You can yell it out or you can type it. Science and math. Awesome. So for history, let's say, let's put that here. Let's say you have a paper that is due on, what's today? Let's do November 1st, which I think I have a paper of my own that's in history that's due on the 1st. And let's say it's a paper about Hamilton, because that's the one thing that came to mind. So you have that and you can see, let's see, let's do science next. Let's do biology research, research about frogs, and that's due December 3rd. And then we have another history assignment. Let's do reflection. Let's do presidents. And that's due the 28th of October. And then you'll keep doing that for all of your classes. Let's do a math one. Problems. Oh, let's reverse that. Algebra. And that is due 11/25. So if you wanted to do your color coding through just classes, you can make all of your classes to be, let's do yellow for history, and all of your science for green, and math is going to be blue. So now you have here all of the assignments that are due if you wanted to color code it by class. Or you can color code it by assignment type. So let's say your history paper is a paper, right? So you have that, and your biology research is a paper as well. So you would make that orange. And reflection can be red, and algebra problems can be green. So then you have it to color code it that way as well. So now this is where the organization comes in. You're going to sort A through Z, and it will put your classes in order of when they are due. So October 28th, the first one you have coming up is reflection. So you would have that. And the best part about organization is being able to check it off. So you go and you highlight this section, go to insert, go to checkbox, and there you go. And you can mark it off once it is all done. Any questions about that? Are we lost? Do we got it? Awesome sauce. And you could do that with all of your classes. It does take a little bit of time. For me, it took me about 15 to 30 minutes, but I had a lot of assignments, and I like to put my readings there just to make sure that I am on top of everything. Yeah, the video was helped me figure out that there was a checkbook option. I didn't know either. So next up, like I said before, we have another video, but the audio is going to sound low. I have no idea what's going on with Zoom now, but the audio won't be as loud. So here is the video, though. You can at least see what's going on, and I'll talk about it.
Log on to courses in your disorder. Put all of your assignments into a Google Calendar, color code them, and set reminders for 2 days, 1 day, and 30 minutes before an assignment is due, and you'll never miss an assignment.
So pretty much the person in the video had said that they took all of their assignments, pretty much all of the assignments that we talked about on the assignment sheet, and you could put it on your Google Calendar. So let's say you have a reflection due today at 4:59. You put it on your calendar for 4:59, and you'll set a reminder for 1 day, 2 days, and a week. Or you could do hourly reminders as well if it's a smaller assignment type. Another tip that I like to do is that I like to put times in my schedule to work and study for a specific topic. So if you have a class that is a 1-day course, like it's on a Monday, I would recommend that you take Wednesday to take that time to study. And now that we have all online classes, if before COVID, it would just be like you would be on your own kind of online classes. So you would just pick a time. Let's say if you're free on a Thursday, you would select a time from 10 to 2 and work on your online classes. I also recommend that it helps so much to schedule in social media breaks, naps, snack breaks, all of that. Healthcare, self-care, please put that on your calendar so you don't forget. Now that everything is going to be online, it's so much harder to get off of the computer and take care of yourself, whether it be eating or just being able to just step away from technology, go on a walk, go sit on the balcony. Florida weather is beautiful, so go out and enjoy it. So next, we're going to talk about how to organize your bills so that you never forget a bill ever again. So let me show you my bills and how I set it up. So I have all of my bill types here. I have my rent, electricity, car insurance, blah, 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 all that fun stuff, how much they are, and what day of the month they are due. So then next to it, I put my September, October, all of that in a color coded just to make it fun. Of course, September, October is more fall-y colors. December, January, February is more wintry colors, except for February. It's more of like for Valentine's Day. But yeah, so you get the point. And then once you pay for them, you can click them off, all of that fun stuff. So see here, Game Pass. And while we're not in November yet, when you pay for the Game Pass, it's something that is for 3 months. So you don't have to pay it for 3 months. So now I know that I don't have to pay it until December. Do we have any questions about that? I do have another example of the bills, but just want to make sure no one is lost. We're good? Awesome. So here's another way that you can do the bills organization. Something similar to the assignment sheet that I showed earlier, just in case you want to do more of a linear checkbook and checkbox or compared to the horizontal. You'll be able to check it off when you're done and all of that fun stuff. Let us go back here. So now I'm going to talk about paper and handheld. So before COVID, for me, I really enjoyed having a handheld journal or notebook to have organization. Because for me, it was like a phone, it can easily die. I'm very much so known to let my phone die. So something having handheld was easier for me to see it. I'm a very visual person. Here is my own journal that I'll be talking about later on. So, and also with the switch from technology with COVID, a lot of people are starting to get used to technology. And yes, technology is super hard and it's hard to get used to. So this tip will hopefully help you make the transition a little bit easier. So, fun fact, did you know students who doodle more recollect information more than those who don't? So, I have a nice little picture of someone doodling. Also, doodles can also show how you're feeling. So, like if you're in love, you'll draw little hearts. If you're happy, you'll probably draw a little flower and stuff. Or if you're feeling a little sad and moody, you'll probably put a cloud or more striking of strokes and stuff like that. So here are the types of paper organizers that I'll be talking about. We have a bullet journal. This one allows for the most creativity. However, if you are a perfectionist like me and maybe not so artsy, it will be a little bit troubling for you to have a bullet journal. For me, how I like to think of it is making it not perfect is perfect because it's my own journal. It's like putting my own personality and my own style to it that nobody can really copy. So a passion journal is really good for those who are goal setters, has a lot of to-do list options on it. The con of it is that it's expensive and it's big. There are ways that you can get a smaller version of it, but for me, I like the big, so that's something that I enjoy. But if you want something small, this may not be for you. And then a calendar, of course, this is the cheapest. Sorry, excuse me. It's great for beginners, for people who are just getting into organizing. However, it does lack creativity, but it does, and it doesn't have extra components like a space to put to-do lists. Usually there's a place to put notes, but I feel like for me, at least I like a little bit something extra. So we're going to talk about bullet journals a little bit more. You can either get them with lines, dots, or blank. So lines are like a normal journal where you would write in it. Dots help to when you're using a ruler and staying organized and being able to doodle. Blank is also really good for that creativity and making sure that you have a lot of space to do doodles. Bullet journals, you can get a lot of inspiration from Pinterest, which I'm about to show in a little bit. You can have a mood tracker, you can have a little water tracker, making sure that you're getting all of your water each day. Your monthly days, your gratitude and positive affirmations, being able to doodle, putting your assignments in, and of course, quotes to keep you inspired. So here's one little aesthetic piece for a bullet journal. If you really like the vintage camera look, this is something for you. You can definitely write instead of March, October, and put in the numbers. Here's a mood tracker. Of course, you can make those colors your own, but it's definitely good, especially for mental health, to kind of be aware of your emotions and how you're feeling each day, and why are you feeling that way each day. Here is another bullet journal. You can have a weekly checklist for those if you want to clean or if you want to put your assignments there. You can definitely do that with the weekly checklist on the left. And on the right is another more aesthetic kind of page for October where you can put the numbers and all of that fun stuff. So here's an example of mine. Excuse my writing, it's not the best. But when we transferred from being face-to-face to online, it was a little easier to make sure that I had all of my assignments listed out so I can have that satisfying reaction of checking off each assignment. And at the end of the year, when it was all done, I looked at it and everything was checked off and I felt so relieved because instead of having all of my assignments in here, I had it somewhere where I can look at it. Let's go. Next up, we have the Passion Journal. So you can easily Google Passion Journal if you choose to buy one. They have digital planners if you want to still continue with the online format. It's great for iPad users. 17 inserts for like a workout tracker, a water tracker. They also have the academic one, which is what I have, and I'll show you that too. It has a passion roadmap, so making sure that you are reaching those short and long-term goals. At the end of the month, they do like a little check-in where you write, and it has a monthly, weekly, and hourly format where you can like write if you have a meeting, your classes, and all that fun stuff. And if you have a really good printer and you don't mind printing a lot of paper and using ink, they have free prints that you can do as well. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment so that all of you can see me. So here is my passion planner. I made it purple because purple is my favorite color. So in the beginning, you have your passion roadmap. So here I have it set up to be my lifetime goals, and it's probably hard to see because of the thing. My 3-year, my 3 months, and my 1 year. And I have it all written down. And then it tells you, write all of that down, pick one of those to focus on, and then you'll highlight it. And then, yeah, you have that to focus on. They have monthly like that laid out for you. Check out my May. What is all of this? No, never mind. I'm not going to show that. Here it is. Here is the monthly layout. So you're able to write down the month and then put it all in. This is the date list one. You can get one that's dated already for you if that's what you choose. And then up here, it's what you're going to focus on this month, people to see, places to go, and not to do list. So what are you not going to do? So like what are some bad habits that you're going to stop, right? So down here we also have our personal projects, our work projects. Definitely a tip that I like to say is each day focus on 6 main things that you're going to do for that day. Your brain can only process 6 things at a time. So if you get those 6 main important things out of the way, then you can start adding more things to your list. And at the end of the month, here's your monthly reflection. It'll ask you questions like what or who are you especially grateful for this past month? What were the 3 biggest lessons you've learned in the past month? Different reflection questions like that. And now let's look at the weekly and hourly layout. So this is how it looks. You see your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they have different, like, if you want to start on a Monday instead of a Sunday, they have that available to you as well. More to-do list options, all of that fun stuff. Let's see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, and then in the back, just like a bullet journal, it has the little dots. So if you want to do doodling and all of that fun stuff, that is a possibility as well. Let me share my screen again. Awesome. So now I have phone-friendly resources for optimal organization. Just in case you don't have your computer or laptop around, or you don't want to carry around a big journal, you can grab your small little iPhone or Android, and I have some resources for you. I made sure that it was accessible for everyone with either Apple products or Android. Um, I prefer Apple products, I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay if you have an Android, not mad at you. But we have these four, not four, sorry. These couple ones right here. There's 24 Me, To Do, My Homework, My Study Life, Pinterest. Of course, that'll give you lots of ideas on how to get organized. Remember the Milk, Self-Control, which is on the Mac, and Studious. And then, of course, if you have any more suggestions that you want to put in the chat, definitely do so. Oh, really? Oh, that's sad. When I looked, I made sure to put free, but definitely go into your Google Play or your Apple Store and look up organization apps, and it'll give you all of that great information. Okay, so that is all for me. Does anyone have any questions? Did anyone survive all of that organization? I know it's a lot of information, but it definitely helps so much in the long run. Okay. And I have my email down here just in case you come through with any questions later on while you're starting your organizational journey. And I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So let me stop sharing for a little bit so I can drop that. And then copy link. And then I'm going to put this. Okay, it is in the chat. Make sure if you don't have any questions, then that is all. Ivy, do you have any closing remarks?
No, that was really helpful. I can see a lot of different scenarios everyone can use it for. If you get a chance and you want to reach out to Janine and show her, you know, what you've done, or if you get stuck in the middle, she can help you like how to organize it in a different way as well. But yeah, thanks for attending. If everyone can please complete the post survey, if you can, especially if you completed the first one, we definitely need the second one so we can calculate your results, or else we can't use it. So we appreciate it. We're doing everything for you all, so we want to make sure we're getting and targeting the mark. Yeah, so we'll send you some upcoming events, and I guess we can hang out for a couple more minutes to see if anyone has more questions as well. So thanks again, everyone.
Thank you.
And thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
I know you guys were giving out prizes for the last event. What about that?
That should be announced, or you should be receiving an email hopefully in the next week, right, Ivy? Oh, she muted herself. LOL.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, that was a separate one. So we could talk to you offline more, but they should reach out to you separately.
So it's in that like every event you guys have, you guys give away prizes?
For now, we're on hold just because we're not on campus full time yet. And logistically, we have to be like following FIU's guidelines. So as soon as like we know more and students can come and pick up things and be on campus, then we'll give out more. But as of now, right now, we don't have the logistics to do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Marquise. Thank you all for coming so much. I really appreciate it.
Bye, Janine. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Marisol. Okay.
Okay, you can stop recording now.
Okay. How do I? Oh, here it is.